And it was really a matter of, I was at an early music festival last week, and I thought, I must have something to do with my hands. And I had I had the fabric and the silk to hand. So I thought, I can do brick stitch, that's fairly easy. It doesn't require too much thought, not the way some other things require counting. This requires less counting. So the idea with brick stitch is it's all vertical. Everything is vertical. And most of the time it's 4 holes deep. I'm working this on even weave linen, and it will be nominally a 28 count. I think it's technically a 27 count Belfast linen, but it's just an even weave linen. It works so much better on even weave than on paired linen because you just get a much more even image. And the idea is you work the long stitches over 4 holes. And that gives you your main stitch size. You can have stitches that are 2 holes, and you can have stitches which are 6 holes, but the main bulk of the pattern is made up of these 4 stitch or 4 hole blocks. They're all quite geometrical. You can get them with little heraldic motifs, but again, even the heraldic motifs are in long stitches, so it's all a long stitch based technique. Being a long stitch based technique, it's actually really easy to do because you're not thinking, okay, I've got to do 1 hole here, 1 stitch here, I'm crossing 1 thread here. No, you're crossing a bolt, and it works up really quickly. Now I'm doing this in silk. I'm actually doing it in 30/2 silk from the Handweaver's Studio, which is really, really yummy stuff to work with.
It is really nice.
It's their thicker silk rather than the 62, which is a lot thinner. I would use the 62 for split stitch. The 30 is just wonderful for working with this. It's on linen. What am I going to do with the pattern? Well, as you can see, I've done the orange so far. Actually, it's the same design. That's the same design done as a scissor holder. So somewhere I also have a needle case with the same. So I've done the orange block. This is about 1/3 of the height because I think I'm going to turn it into a sweet bag. So a small pouch at the end, in which case what I'll do is I'll loose it probably in purple, and then I'll make the tassels and the like in purple, green and orange, because it'll have 3 tassels on the bottom. But what I'm going to do with this colouring is I've got the orange design, I've got purple lines that way, I'll do the green lines that way, and then I'll alternate the colours of the backgrounds. So it will be incredibly garish, but hey, we love colour. Colour is period. None of this mucky browns business. So really, that's it. It was just this would be a fun, cool thing to do. It's nice and easy. If you look online, there are a lot of German brick stitch patterns. So they're easy to do, great fun, don't require too much thought, and look absolutely fantastic when they're complete.
If you weren't to find like an extant example, is there a particular time period that we would be looking for?
These are 13th century, 12th to 14th. They're very, very German though. We tend to find them. It's brick stitch because it's the long stitches represent bricks in walls, because they went quite wild putting interesting designs in the bricks of houses. Okay.
I now can't remember which city it is, but there's a city. I also now can't remember whether it's in the Netherlands or Germany, probably Germany, with roof patterns that are
Yes.
brick stitched, and it's absolutely incredible. I'll find some photos of it.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Wildly colourful roofs.
Sort of Roman style video.
Yes. So you they put them. You can put them horizontally, or you can also put them vertically. But of course, put horizontally, it's just like that. So there's no real difference. When you see them in extant embroideries, they're normally done vertically. In the standard, it's a very common one for pouches, for what would later on be sweet bags and so forth. You can work it in wool, and it's actually a really nice one for working in wool for things like cushion covers. Because they're a simple enough one. The stitches are not so long that you're going to have problems if you're doing it in wool on standard tapestry canvas. And again, it will work up quite quickly. It will work up faster than tent stitch will on normal canvas in wool. So it's quite a nice quick set of, it's a nice quick technique. Okay.